What I really want to get my hands on is more physical evidence. And for that, we really need sites where we know that Holmes was active.
He was active all over the country. He had some scams going in St. Louis for a while, several months in Fort Worth, Philadelphia. He went to New York several times, stayed at the Astor House, very fancy. Right around 1893, there was a woman named Mae Barrett who apparently met H.H. Holmes, went to work for him in New York, and disappeared.
Well, that's interesting.
We've been hearing story after story of victims of Holmes disappearing in the murder castle. But knowing that an employee of Holmes disappeared in New York is an interesting lead. This may mean that there are more victims than we originally thought, and potentially more crime scenes.
He covered his tracks really well when he was in New York.
Most of the times he was traveling around, I have a pretty good idea what he was doing in the city. New York is a total mystery every time.
There's documentation that he took multiple trips between 1889 and 1894. One interesting gap for me is towards the middle of spring of 1891. There's not too much data for him for a couple of weeks there.
Holmes being unaccounted for in New York is an interesting thread for me.
I'd like to do some more research on crimes that were occurring there, which might have a similar MO.
My great-great-grandfather, H.H. Holmes, was America's first serial killer. I have uncovered credible evidence which suggests that Holmes was Jack the Ripper.
This might be the key to the entire investigation.